Lady Howard's coach and black hound. In the misty expanse of Dartmoor, where the shadows of ancient tors loom like silent watchers, and the wind carries whispers of forgotten sins, a chilling legend haunts the road between Bridestow Station and the main village. A tale of Lady Howard, her spectral coach, and the black hound that binds her to an eternal penance. From Fitzford House in Tavistock to the crumbling ruins of Okehampton Castle, her ghostly journey unfolds each night. A grim procession through the heart of Devon, passing the gnarled sentinel of Shilston's oak and leaving dread in its wake. The story begins in the 17th century with Lady Mary Howard, a woman of noble birth whose life was as tempestuous as the storms that lashed Dartmoor. Born into the Fitz family, she inherited Fitzford House in Tavistock and married 4 times, each union marred by tragedy and whispers of dark deeds. Some claimed she poisoned her husbands for their wealth, others that she dabbled in forbidden arts, her beauty a mask for a heart grown cold. Her most sinister legend, whispered in hushed tones, spoke of a cruelty so vile it stained her soul. She was said to have murdered her own children in a fit of rage or ambition, though no proof ever surfaced. When she died in 1671, her spirit found no rest. For her crimes, the tale goes, she was condemned to an unending expiation, a nightly journey that would endure until the earth itself atoned for her sins. Each night, as the clock strikes midnight, Lady Howard's ghost emerges from Fitzford House, her once grand residence now a crumbling relic of her mortal days. She travels in a coach wrought from the bones of the damned, its skeletal frame rattling faintly despite the silence of a passage, drawn by 4 headless horses whose hooves never touch the ground. Preceding this ghastly cavalcade is a black hound, a creature of nightmare, its coat darker than the void, its single eye glowing like a coal in the center of its forehead, burning with a light that pierces the fog. The hound leads the way, its gait steady and unyielding, as the coach follows the old road from Tavistock toward Okehampton Castle, passing through Bridestow on its grim pilgrimage. The route takes them past Shilston's oak, a strange and ancient tree near Bridestow, its bark blackened and blasted as if struck by lightning centuries ago. Named after Shilston Calmady Hamlin, a local landowner who in the 1800s refused to let the twisted oak be felled, despite its foreboding presence. The tree stands as a marker on Lady Howard's path. Travellers who've glimpsed her procession swear the oak's branches seem to bend toward the coach as it passes, as if paying homage to her cursed journey. An eerie testament to the legend's grip on the land. At Okehampton Castle, a ruined fortress perched on a wooded spur above the River Okehampton, Lady Howard's penance reaches its nightly climax. The black hound bounds ahead to the grassy mound within the castle grounds, a hillock said to have once been sacred ground, now a symbol of her endless task. With its jaws, the hound plucks a single blade of grass from the mound, its glowing eye fixed on the task as if it feels the weight of eternity. The coach halts, Lady Howard unseen within its skeletal frame, as the hound returns to her side. Then the cavalcade turns back, retracing its steps to Fitzford House, where the hound lays the solitary blade of grass on the threshold of the gate. A ritual repeated each night, destined to continue until the last blade is plucked from the mound. A penance that might outlast time itself. Sightings of Lady Howard's coach have been whispered about in Bridestow since the 1700s, often on moonless nights when the air hangs heavy with mist. In 1753, a drover named Samuel Priddick, herding cattle along the road near Bridestow, station froze as a single glowing eye appeared in the fog ahead, followed by the faint clatter of bones and the shadowy form of a coach gliding silently past. He saw no horses, only their shapes in the mist, their absent heads a void against the night, and the hound's cyclopean gaze burned into his memory. Samuel fled, his herd scattering, and refused to travel that road again, claiming the air tasted of ash for hours after. In 1821, a pair of poachers hiding near Shilston's Oak swore they witnessed the procession. The hound's eye lit the darkness like a fallen star, they said, and the coach seemed to shimmer with an unearthly pallor, its bone-white frame catching glints of phantom light. They heard no hooves, no wheels, only a low moan on the wind as it passed. So close they caught the scent of decay, and both men fell ill with fever the next day, blaming Lady Howard's curse for their misfortune. By the late 19th century, the tale had woven itself into Bridestow's fabric, a cautionary story for children and a grim warning for travellers. In 1897, a schoolteacher named Eliza Tabb, skeptical of the old legends, walked the road from Bridestow Station one November evening, daring the ghost to show herself. She returned pale and trembling, claiming she'd seen the hound's glowing eye emerge from the dark near Shilston's Oak, followed by the faint outline of a coach that vanished as she whispered a prayer. She never scoffed again, and her tale added fuel to the legend's fire. Many thanks for treading this haunted tale's dark path. If its chill gripped you, like, follow, subscribe, and murmur your secrets below. Care to summon more? The coffee link below beckons. Heed its call.